Well, time for Media Watch now. James Creedon is here with us in the studio, taking a closer look at all the day's top stories. And our top story, of course, James, is Nicolas Sarkozy in police custody tonight. We don't know if he's staying the night or if he's going home to come back for more questioning tomorrow. But anyway, all of this started quite a long time ago. I remember talking to you about it at the time.
Yes.
Mediapart, the online website that kind of broke the story with that interview with the Franco-Lebanese businessman Ziad Taqiyuddin, who kind of blew the lid on everything.
That's right.
There has been a lot of criticism of this website, but it is thanks to them that we are where we are, isn't it? Really.
That's right. So a lot of people tweeting about they're celebrating their 10th anniversary actually in the last week or so, and everybody's saying, oh, the festivities at Mediapart are a little bit excessive to mark their 10th anniversary. In other words, this was one of their most high-profile ongoing kind of investigations as a news website, and some are now saying, well, they certainly got a 10-year anniversary. Now, of course, the investigation is not over, presumption of innocence and all of that, but this, if he was taken into custody, it means that some of what they investigated seems, from the point of view of investigating judges, to have some basis. Others are quoting Edwy Plenel, who is the founder of the website, who seems to have had a heads up that this was going to happen, because in the last few days he said, we revealed that Nicolas Sarkozy, well, they're talking about it in terms of factual, I suppose we should talk about it in terms of alleged allegations. We revealed that Nicolas Sarkozy was financed by Muammar Gaddafi's dictatorship. This is a huge story. A French president, an elected representative, suspected, that there's even the suspicion, in fact, that the war that followed might have been in some ways linked to an attempt to kind of wipe that trace. In any case, you have a lot of journalists around the world commenting on this. This is John Williams of RTE News saying, Gaddafi returns from beyond the grave to haunt Sarkozy. Libya's dictator had claimed, I made him president. Now Sarkozy is in custody. And that image of Gaddafi coming back from beyond the grave has inspired several cartoonists as well, including this Thai cartoonist. And there is a rather grim image, but and others. This is another cartoonist as well, whose image has been circulating on social media. With I think there was even a quote from Michael Jackson in the middle of that thriller night. Anyway, I'm not sure if Nicolas Sarkozy would see the humour in all of that. But in any case, this is one quote saying, after all of the insults, indeed, there are many, I suppose, political supporters of Nicolas Sarkozy really accused the newspaper of being on a political rampage against the then president or former president. So I suppose they're feeling a certain amount of vindication this evening.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, Sarkozy's own party kind of knifed him in the back, didn't they, when it came to choosing a candidate for the last election? Of course, that eventually went to François Fillon,
indeed.
and then we know what happened there.
Yes.
But today, all of the party members have come out to pretty much defend Sarkozy and say he is innocent.
That's right. This is the website of Les Républicains, formerly the UMP party. And indeed, Nicolas Sarkozy came back after losing the election in 2012, saying he was going to retire, and he sort of reunited the party in many ways, which had been fractured by a hugely divisive war, if you like. That's what they were calling it within the party anyway, for the leadership of the party. And so here on their website, as I said, renamed by him, Les Républicains, they say that Les Républicains brings their full and total support to our former president, Nicolas Sarkozy. You have various other politicians as well, Eric Ciotti of Les Républicains saying full support and friendship being expressed to Nicolas Sarkozy. Nadine Morano says that this is, again, a campaign against Nicolas Sarkozy. In the meantime, a kind of rather odd piece of information that is being picked up here by the Courrier International, Saif al-Islam, the son of Muammar Gaddafi,
who himself brought allegations against Sarkozy.
That's right. He announced on the 19th of March that he would like to seek election as maybe the head of state or head of government in Libya, which would be rather ironic given the fate of his father. In 2017 he was freed. He said he's never hidden his desire to return to power. In 2012 and in 2014, no Gaddafi sort of representatives or Gaddafi loyalists were sort of presenting themselves for the elections in 2012 and in 2014. But it is thought that there is still a lot of support for the Gaddafi clan, and that if he were in fact to be allowed to present himself for elections, that he could in fact
So
that would
Gaddafi in power in Libya and Nicolas Sarkozy somewhere else altogether, we can imagine.
We'll have to wait and see what happens to Sarkozy, but that would be an extraordinary, I suppose, upturning of fortunes indeed.
Wow, what a story. James, keeping an eye on that, and we must, of course, keep repeating that Nicolas Sarkozy does deny all of the allegations against him, as do his lawyers. All right, James, thank you very much indeed. James Creedon there.